Hey guys, what's going on? SimGeekHT here, also known as Hannah. Welcome to the first tutorial video for my channel. So this is going to be based upon The Sims 3. The reason I have started doing this is because in my Facebook group for The Sims 3, people have been asking loads of questions and that, and I thought why not help them by making some videos as well as for you guys, despite the hundreds on YouTube. Some of the videos that you can follow on YouTube can corrupt your game, especially if you don't download them correctly and if you download things from wrong sites and so forth. So first off, I'm going to show you guys how to install mods and custom content into your game. Now, to start this off, you're going to need a mod folder, and to get the mod folder, this is going to be linked in the description, by the way, all the links will be. Basically, you need to go to Mod The Sims. Now, I recommend not downloading the mod folder anywhere else except Mod The Sims, because I have had experience in the past where I downloaded a mod folder from somewhere that wasn't the Mod The Sims as I was following a YouTube video, and it completely broke my game. So always be careful where you download your sim stuff from. Anyway, you want to go to Mod The Sims. The link will be the first link in the description, and you just want to follow these simple steps that I'm going to show you guys. So to start off with, you are going to need to go in to your folders. If you don't know how to go to your folders, you can just search it in the search bar and type in folders. Anyway, you're going to need to go to your documents folder. So to get to that, you just go to this PC, documents, electronic arts, and then this folder, the Sims 3, will be in there. Ignore the CC Magic and Creator World tool. They probably won't be in your game unless you have them. So you want to go in your Sims 3 folder, and this is everything that you have in your Sims. I mean, you don't have to go in your Sims 3, you actually need to delete a lot of stuff from this, which is going to be based on another video on how to make your game run smoothly. Anyway, as you see, I already have the mod folder in my Sims 3 folder, but this is where all your Sims 3 stuff in your game goes. For example, your saves, your screenshots and everything. Again, is going to be a whole lot of another video on everything that is in these files. So you don't have to go into it, but you do need to go to this PC, documents and electronics arts. So you want to right click and copy the electronics arts folder, and either go to your desktop, whether you want to, and just paste it in there. As you see, I already have it. It's electronics arts copy. It really depends on your computer speed, on how fast it will go. It does have a lot of files in it. I recommend doing this before you put any downloads and custom content into your game to help speed up the process. Anyway, so once you have copied that, it's always good to have a backup copy because anything can go wrong with your game quite easily. So you want to have a backup file ready just in case anything does go wrong. So anyway, once you've done that, you need to go to this link and you just scroll down, and you want to look at step 2 where it says to download the ready-made framework. So what you're going to need for this is actually an extractor, and an extractor is basically something that extracts a folder that has loads more folders within it. Now, I only know of 2 extractors, which is 7-zip and WinRAR. I personally use WinRAR. It's simple and easy to use, and it's also free. They do offer you a premium account, but there's no need for that. They don't care if you do or not. It's completely free. And you want to download the one that your computer is either 32-bit or 64-bit. This is for laptops and as well. So if you have Windows, which most people do now, is you want to go to the Windows bar down the bottom, and you just want to type in system. I spelled that wrong. And you want to click on system information, and this is what is going to tell you which system your device is running on. So in your system, you want to look down and you want to look at the system type one. Mine is a 64 base, so I download the 64 one. But if yours is 32-bit, then you download the 32 one. Anyway, once you have that, you need to download this link. Now you can follow what it says there, and you can click save link as and save it directly into your folder. I did that once and it messed up for some reason, so I'm just going to show you guys what I do. I just click the download link right here, and then there we go, we got the little framework set up there. Now what you want to do is you want to go to your downloads, and you want to right click. This is for WinRAR, by the way. It will show up as like these little books together. You want to right click and you want to extract here. This will only turn it into one folder, and this is the mod folder here. Then you just want to get rid of that, and now you have the mod folder, and inside the mod folder is 2 folders and 1 file. And the file you don't need to worry about, the same with the otherwise folder. We're focusing on the package file. So what you want to do is go inside the package file, and there should be no build sparkles and no intro package. Now these 2 are very important to know if your game is working, specifically the no intro one. So what you want to do is you want to just drag your mod folder into the Sims 3 Electronics Arts folder. So again, you go to this PC, Documents, Electronic Arts, the Sims 3, and you just drag it in there. And as you can see, mine is exactly the same as that, except mine says cache. Anyway, so now what you want to do is you just want to, I personally recommend doing folders inside this. This I will get into later, to how to run your mods and that smoothly. Just put separate files and everything and that. But anyway, once you have put that into your game, you want to then start up your Sims 3 launcher, and you want to start your Sims 3 game. And to know if the mod pack is working, the long intro at the beginning where all the Sims are doing all of their activities and so forth, they won't show up, and it'll go straight to the loading screen. For me, it shows the Mac intro and then goes straight to the loading screen, and that's how I know my mod folder works, because the intro doesn't show up. So once that shows up and your game has finished loading screen, just exit your Sims. By the way, you need to make sure that you do not have your Sims up while you do this. Should have said that in the beginning, but you need to make sure you don't have your Sims up. Also, this also works for Windows and Sims through Origin or disk, so there you go. Anyway, so once you have the download folder, you can now install mods and custom content into your game. Now I'm going to tell you some mods that you can put into your game to help it run smoother and help you have a better experience. I'm also going to show you guys links where you can download custom content, and I'm going to show you guys the difference between the 2 custom content that you can get in your game. So this is Nraas. They are moving soon. Basically, they're going to have a new link. So when they do, I'll link that down in the description. But for now, I'm just going to link this one. And Nraas is basically a Sims-based mod site, and it has a lot of mods in that to help your game run smoothly and add things to your game. So I'm going to explain to you guys 4 of 5, should I say. 5 of the top ones that most people use and helps you have a better experience with The Sims 3. So the first one is Error Trap, and then we have Portal Panel, Wahoo, Master Controller, Saver, and Overwatch. Now they all help your game improve and get better, and I'm going to go through each one of them with you guys to show what is going on. So you just want to go to the link and you're just going to scroll down. I will link each of these individually as well. So the first one I'm going to look up is Error Trap. Now Error Trap is just basically to make sure your game runs smoothly and cleans up anything that in your game that can make it crash or can also make it lag. So it cleans up and it reports to you in a little notification up in the corner. You know, when you get a little pop-up from The Sims, it will just say Error Trap, and it will explain to you what has happened, and what it does is it automatically fix it. Next, we're going to go down and we're going to look at Master Controller. Master Controller is just to make sure your town is populated and keeps your town running smoothly. It also adds loads more things into your game, which I will get onto in another video. Next up is Overwatch. Overwatch is another one that helps your game run very smoothly. What it does is it gets rid of things that can happen in Sims. For example, in NPC lots, Sims put on TVs and radios, which can basically lag your game. So what it does is it turns it off. It also gets rid of unwanted vehicles and everything, and it also gets rid of trap Sims. So basically what it does, it just resets all that and makes sure your game runs smoothly. Next up, let's see, which one have we done? Okay, Portal Panel. Now Portal Panel, you don't have to use this if you don't want to, but basically what it does, instead of having the max of 8 Sims in a household, you can have up to 24 Sims. in your household. So this just adds more Sims into your household. It personally comes in handy if you're going to be doing challenges and so forth. But if you want this in your game, you can. It's not recommended, but if you do want more people in your household, then this is the mod for you. Next, we're going to scroll down and we're going to go to the saver. Now, the saver is really important, especially if you do videos like I do, as well as if you get really into the game and you forget to save and so forth. So what this does, even in build mode and everything like that, in editing town and that, what it does is it gives you a reminder every now and then to save your game. Now it will come up to save it as, for example, if I had a save called custom household, basically it will come up, pop up and say custom household 1, but you can just take away that one and just resave over that file instead of having loads of different files saved up. So that's basically what it does, and it just keeps your game running smoothly and helps you to remind to save your game. And it's especially helpful if you're in the middle of builds that you're not in an active household where you can just switch and save. I think that's all of them. No, wait, we want to go on to Wahoo. Now Wahoo is a good game if you a good mod if you want to have a good experience in The Sims. What it enables is more romance and Wahoo options in The Sims. So basically you can enable teen pregnancy if you want to, that which can be helpful in the teen pregnancy runaway challenge and so forth. It also has loads of romance options and like for example risky Wahoo and so forth. So it's really good to have in your game, especially if you want it to be more realistic. Anyway, yeah, so these are all the downloads. I'm going to show you guys how to download one. So I'm just going to download the Wahoo one, just for example. I already have that in my game, but I'm going to show you guys what to do. So we're just going to scroll down and you will see all of these links. You don't want to focus on the older versions, you just want to focus on this one up here. And you want to focus on base mod 13, 1.63, 1.69. Now for some of the other downloads it can just be 1.69 and lowering down. 1.69 is the patch level that your Sims 3 can be updated to the highest. So this is the highest, so make sure your Sims 3 is updated. If you can't update your game and it's lower, then make sure you download the other ones. These are all different downloads that you can put into your game, but you want to download the base mod for all of these to work if you want these in. So you can download all of these ones, but to download the base mod you just click onto the base mod, make sure it is the right version, and you just want to scroll down and just click the download button. I'm actually going to go back a page, and these are based on premium content, so ignore these for at the moment. Anyway, so that is how you do it, and it will come in an extract file like this. I'm going to download some other custom content to show you guys how to do. So one of the top sites is the Sims resource to use. Now some people don't trust the Sims resource because there was a moment years ago where the Sims resource had files of viruses and broken custom content. But now that it is good to use. I personally get most of my custom content off this game. So what you want to do is you want to go up to downloads. Now personally I recommend creating an account and logging in because that means you can search. So you want to go to download Sims 3 and you just want to focus on any of the categories that you really want. So I'm just going to focus on, let's just do clothing for now. And as you can see it will take me to a link that has download Sims 3 and clothing, and this is what it looks like. So let me just find something for me to download. Let's get rid of that ad. This page is full of ads, by the way. So yeah, be warned about that. Anyway, I am going to go to the next page or so forth, and I'm just going to download a random thing. Actually, I might just search. Let's see, let's just get this one for now. So what you do is you want to click on what you want. You can search if you have an account, and what you want to do is once it loads and it takes you to this download page, what you want to do is just click the download button and it will take you to another link, and it basically says the time remaining is 10 seconds and you have to wait 10 seconds for it to go up with the download option. These ads are really annoying as well, but there we go, it's taken us to the thank you for downloading. Now once it has downloaded, if you don't get a pop-up there, what it does is it says your download will automatically start now. If for some reason it doesn't click it to download manually, or you can just refresh the page. And this is custom content that I'm going to be talking about in a minute, because there's two different types of custom content that you can put into your game. Next up we have Mod the Sims. Now Mod the Sims is another one. It's mostly based on mods and things to add to your game. So what you do is you click the download and you click Sims 3, and then from there you can just search what you want and things can come up. I have no clue what to download from here, but yeah. Anyway, so this is another custom page. Another good one is Around the Sims 3. Again, these are all going to be linked in the bottom. These are actually really good to download. I get most of my custom content from here actually, and it is really a good site, and it has a lot of downloadable stuff. So anyway, so once you download one, I recommend downloading all what you want before you do it, and be careful what you download to start off with. So we're going to move on, and I'm going to show you guys how to install it into your game. Okay guys, so here we are. I am in my downloads folder at the moment. I'm just going to get rid of this since I already have this. So this is one of the custom contents that can come up. I'm going to show you another one actually. I'm going to put that into the download folder there. I do have a Sims 3 download folder which I can just drag and sort the stuff there. So there's going to be two types of custom content that you can put into your game. These ones which are labelled the Sims 3 custom content, and these ones which are .package files. These two are very different and they need to go in separate places. So when you have an extracted file like this, what you want to do is you want to right click and extract to, because sometimes things can be overloaded and they can have more than one thing in the folder, and you don't want it filling up the whole entire area. So anyway, you want to go into your folder, and let me just get rid of that. Oh gosh, hello. Let's get rid of that, and you just want to go into the folder, and it will be a .package folder. Sometimes it can be these little Sim 3 icons. So now what you want to do is you want to go to your this PC, Documents, Electronic Arts, The Sims 3, and we're going to focus on the mod folder for the moment. So you want to go into the mod folder and you want to go into packages, and personally, as I recommended, do your labeling and sorting out everything that you download in file folder form before you actually put anything into it. So for Nraas Wahua, I have a mod folder inside my mod folder, and folder named mods, and inside that has all different mods. And here's my Nraas ones. As you see, I already have Wahua, so I don't need to do it. So what you do is you just pick it up, or you can copy and paste it in, or just drag it in. Next, we are gonna look at the custom content that you can put into your game. So mods mostly are .package files. As you can see here, they will be the type package file, and they have to go in your package folder in the Sims 3 mod folder. So next up, I'm gonna go into my custom content, and I'm just gonna go to my makeup one here. So anyway, this is a skin tone, and this is a .package folder, and I'm just gonna drag that into there. It's already in there, so I'm just going to replace it. I don't really mind. Anyway, so basically what it is, it's just focusing on making sure it's a package folder. Only package folders go into the package folder. That sounds a bit weird, but it does. So you want to make sure your package folder go into Documents, Electronic Arts, The Sims 3, Mods, Packages. They do not go anywhere else. And next we're going to focus on the custom content, which is the Sims 3 custom content labeled. So what you want to do is you want to go into downloads, and this is the little icons that it's going to have, and it's also going to have the type of Sims 3 custom content. So you want to make sure you go to your Documents, Electronic Arts, Sims 3 and Download folder. You don't want to go to your mod folder. So this little icon here is very important. These don't go in the package folder. If you put it in your package folder, it will not work at all. So what you want to do is you just want to drag it into there, and once it is in there, basically what you do is then load up your launcher, which I'm just going to do right now. Okay guys, so here we are with the Sims 3 game launcher. So you want to make sure your game is up to date. Down in the corner here, it will tell you what version your game is, so make sure you know that before you download anything, and make sure your Sims isn't running before you download anything. Anyway, once you have your download moved into your download folder, what you want to do is open up your launcher and go to downloads, and inside downloads will be what you have downloaded. I use something to get rid of it. You can delete them once they are installed. So what you want to do is you just want to click, if you have loads, just click select all and it will select all of them, and you just want to click in the install button, and then this will happen to your game launcher, which basically just means it's loading. Then a little box will come up, and that's basically it loading to install the downloads, which you can see here is the little box here. And once that loads, it has like a little Sim3 icon and a little bar loading, and basically once that happens, it then goes into another little box, which is where it's installing, and it depends how much you are installing. It can take time. For this one, it's probably only going to take a few seconds. So basically once it loads, as you'll see eventually, once it's in the little box and it has installed, it will say success next to it if it's installed, and it will say error or cannot install next to it if it can't install that. And basically what you do once everything has done, you just click the OK button, and yeah, so I'll be back once that happens. Okay, as you can see, this is what will come up after the black box. If you don't have a black box, that's absolutely fine, then it will just come up to this, but as I have a lot of stuff in my Sims, this is what comes up. So this is the little box that's going to come up, that's just going to load in. It has a bar and the little Sim3 icon, and you just have to wait patiently for it to go all the way up, and then it will go to the installment folder. Okay, so here we are with the installment. This is basically what comes up afterwards. It won't probably be 100% if you already have loads of stuff installing. So what it does is it slowly loads up, but as you see, I only have one thing, therefore it's only taking a couple of seconds. And as you see next to it, it will say success, and once it has fully installed everything, it will come up with the word done. And then what you do is just click OK, and then the black box will reappear, and then the launcher will go grey again, and you basically just wait for the launcher to go blue again. Okay, so once it is fully loaded and installed, and basically it will go back to blue, and this will happen on the installment to show that it has installed. So what you want to do is just go into your installed content, and since I have loads, mine is going to take a little while to load. But basically what it does, it moves from the downloads into the installed content, and from there you can uninstall it and so forth. Now you can only do this through the launcher, and yeah, this is also the way to get rid of bad custom content, which I'm going to do in a completely separate video on how to get rid of bad custom content in your game. Personally, do not download Sims from the exchange because they can be full of bad custom content, so be wary of that. Anyway, so once it's downloaded, basically you can just click delete and it will get rid of it, but I'm going to show you guys something really important and useful to help you with your custom content and mods. So here we are back on Mod The Sims. Now this is something called SimGeekHT, and basically what it does is it helps run your game smoothly and sorts everything out. Like I said, it coming in handy to create, for you to create the folders to separate everything, comes in handy with the SimGeekHT, because SimGeekHT doesn't automatically do it for you, you have to do it manually, and you can do it either via that SimGeekHT launcher, or you can do it in the folders, which I find easier. To make a new folder, all you have to do is just right click and click new and folder and just name it what you want, and you can have as many folders as you want in it, and it won't ruin the custom content and that in the game. So anyway, to install this, you just scroll down and it will have the files section here. So what you want to do is you want to click the SimGeekHT 2942 setup.zip. So once that's downloaded, it will come up with this little folder here. And what you want to do is you want to go back to your download folder, and you just want to right click it and extract it to. And what you want to do is just go into that, or you can click extract here. I normally do extract to because it's a habit, because some files can have more than one thing in it. But it's going to come up this SimGeekHT setup here, which from there you just click on it and follow it along, and make sure you copy and paste what comes up into it. So basically what happens is, if I double click this now, it's going to come up with, do you want to allow this application from unknown publishers to make your device? Just click yes, and it will come up with this little here, and it says SimGeekHT install program, welcome to SimGeekHT. Just click next, and then click next. And if you want to put it somewhere specifically, you can move it wherever. I perfectly just leave it as it is, and what I do is I just copy this for now, and then you just click next, and then you install it and so forth. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to do that. I personally recommend pasting this link into Notebook or something so you personally have access to it. So I'm going to go into the folder right now. Let me just get rid of that, and I'm just going to paste the link into here. I do have a shortcut up here which I'm going to show you how to do. So basically the shortcut I have is down here. So basically, to get that shortcut, once you go to the link, just go to program files and just right click and copy and then paste it to your desktop so it's easy to access. So basically what you do when you are in the SimGeekHT folder, you click this little icon here that says SimGeekHT and you just click onto it, and it will eventually load up this, which basically is what fixes and sorts out your custom content. It also gets rid of downloads in your folder, so I recommend downloading things that are in your download folder before you actually open this, because it will remove them and put them into the recycling bin. As you see down the bottom, it was loading what was in my Sims folder. It automatically does it, you don't need to click anything or do anything. So to use SimGeekHT, as you see, it's loaded and it's got all my folders. Like I said, manually do it through the package folder, because on here you just have to click add and so forth. So I have all these different folders here that have all these different files that sorts everything out, and basically what it does is it helps run it smoothly and everything like that, and you can just click refresh, and then once you're done, just cancel it out and things will go into your recycle bin and you just empty that, and it will sort everything out and make sure your game runs smoothly. So I do recommend SimGeekHT for if you are going to plan to have lots of custom content and mods in your game. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys, and I hope this video really helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Yeah, stay safe, happy gaming, bye.